Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Cherie. I am the rainbow hair artist on Instagram. I specialize in doing lots of rainbow hair colors. If you're new to my channel, I do like to share a few tutorials on how I do the rainbow looks that I do, and I also like to just do a few product reviews and just general chit chat. So if that is something that interests you, please do hit subscribe and give me a like if you like this video. I'm looking a little bit run down today, which is exactly what I'm going to be focusing on, is just taking some time out and actually doing my own hair for once. And I'm going to be using these Arctic Fox hair dyes. And what I'm going to be doing today is like a sunset kind of balayage look on my own hair. I haven't actually used, I will just explain, I've mixed them all together. I like to sort of intermix my colors. So this is my palette. I'll just show you. So with the purple, I have mixed a little bit of this Arctic Fox in there just to get the kind of purple that I like. This is the virgin pink, but I have also just added a little bit of the orange as well, just to make the sort of pink that I like. And then this is the orange, which I have added a little bit of conditioner in just to make it a little bit of a lighter, brighter sort of orange. And yeah, it's very me. I like to mix everything together. Basically, nothing that I do comes straight out of a tube. I can't help myself. I've got to just mix a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's how I roll. So I have let myself go quite a bit. The story goes, I was going to do my hair and I needed to do some lightening as well as the roots. So I did my roots and I did my lightening on my ends, and I thought, oh, I'll just do the colors another day, because it's a lot of work to do all of that in one day. And I'm very time poor. Then, I've got hair in my mouth. Then a little bit of a family emergency actually happened, and I've just sort of been let go like this for probably about 3 weeks now. Unfortunately, my brother ended up in a really bad motorbike accident. So I've been neglecting myself a little bit lately, but he is on the mend, so it's good, all good news. So I think, okay, now's the time to just focus on getting myself looking a little bit more like my normal colorful self. And yeah, I thought I'd just talk you through the process of that. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of regrowth, because you can see I've got a few sparklers in there. So I have just mixed up Affinage 5021 with a little bit of 10 vol. So I'm going to apply my roots first, and then I'm going to apply the colors through my ends. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm literally just going to grab a few pieces like that and just go vertical, because I'm just not feeling up to anything like extravagant today. But I do need a bit of a pick-me-up, so that's what I'm going to do. One tip I'm going to give you though is don't mix like oxidative tint with direct dyes. So I'm going to apply a really little amount just on my roots, and then I'm going to melt in the bright colors from here. These two aren't going to mix, because if you have taken any of my courses or follow me on my educational Instagram, you might know that, yeah, these two colors don't like to go together. That is oxidizing tint and direct dyes. So keep them separate. Don't try and mix them together. It will not turn out well. On that note, I am going to get into it. It's really nice and cold. I think lots and lots of hairdressers do their own hair. And you know what it is? Like for me, it's just time. I'm just so busy. I'm very time poor. And I just find it really hard to like justify spending time on myself. And it's not as fun, honestly, doing my own hair. For me, it's like a job. I don't love it like I love doing my clients' hair. It's just kind of something that I have to do. I know that sounds weird, but that's just the truth. I wish I could just take my own head off and actually do it like a mannequin. That would be better. Be a lot easier. I forgot to mention in the beginning of this video, but shout out to Arctic Fox. Thank you so much. They sent me a big bundle of hair dye to try. And if you follow my Instagram page, The Rainbow Hair Artist, you can see I've created already like quite a few different looks using the Arctic Fox hair colors, and I've really come to like them. And whenever I use them, my clients always comment on like how nice they smell. They smell really nice compared to most of the other hair dyes that I've used, products that I've used. Arctic Fox is by far the nicest smelling. Not that the others smell bad, but it's just like noticeable. And it actually leaves their hair smelling nice and feeling really soft. And I get a lot of comments since I've been using it on the shine, like in my photos on my Instagram page. So yeah, it's just a really lovely product, and I thought it's about time that I got some on my own hair because I love it so much. My clients love it so much. Who doesn't want their hair left feeling soft and looking shiny? Over the back of my hair in the mirror because it is very hard to do it, like trying to do it in a phone screen. So I've thoroughly gone over the back, and now it's time for me to put the colors through. I'm not really too fussed about where I put things, but the main thing I want to just make sure I do is see that old blue in there. I want to make sure that I put purple over that blue, because if I put orange over the blue, it's going to neutralize it and kind of cancel each other out and just not look good. It'll just kind of look a bit muddy. Yeah, and the pink is just going to go kind of purpley anyway, so I'm going to just aim to put the purple over the blue pieces in my hair, and the rest of it I'm just going to go nuts. I might start off with pink in my fringe because pink is always my favorite. So let's see. No doubt that this is going to be extremely messy and extremely difficult. And probably get all over my face. Nice. And you just want to make sure that you wipe your hands in between the sections. That piece has not got any. Oh yeah, it does have blue in it. They can go pink too. I already feel more like myself just looking at that. And that's it, we're all on. And now I'm just gonna wait 20 minutes for this to process, and then I'm gonna rinse the whole lot off in cold water so that the colors don't run into each other. And yeah, that's about it. Then I'll come back and show you the results. I'm back. Just rinsed it off after 20 minutes in cold water. And yeah, I already feel much more like myself. So now what I'm gonna do is just blow dry it and then put a few curls in it so that we can see what kind of a result we've got. But I can already tell that's worked quite nicely for me. Definitely not the most thorough application, but I just couldn't be bothered. I just wanted to get it done, you know? I just wanted to get it over with. So, one thing I will say though, cold water really is crucial when you're rinsing out colors like this to stop them bleeding and just to keep that cuticle nice and shut. That's looking better. So this is what happens to my hair when I just blast it with a hairdryer and I don't use a brush. It's very poofy. So what I'm gonna do now is just plug in a curling iron. Actually, I might use a straightener because I've got so much frizz. And I'm gonna just put some curls in my hair so you can see the finished result. You'll have to just ignore, I've got this little mark on my head because I ended up putting a treatment in and putting a shower cap on. So I got a little bit of a mark on my forehead. For some reason, I just have more success like with my own hair using a straightener to get my curls rather than using a curling iron. I don't know why, like most of the time when I'm doing my clients, I will use curling irons, but my hair, I don't know, for some reason, it just seems to hold better with a straightener. And if I've ever got like a really frizzy hair like this, I like to use the straightener because I can flatten it first. But if this was a client, obviously I would have given it like a proper brush blow dry, but because it's just me, I'm really just not caring. Whatever gets the job done quicker is better for me. I always like to leave the ends out. I do actually have a curling tutorial on my YouTube if you are interested in like learning a bit more detail about how I usually would curl a client. I might just drop a link for that for you below just in case anyone is more interested. I'll just curl them all like this basically, and then I'll just leave it until I finish the whole thing, let it all cool down, and then I'll just run my fingers through it, or sometimes I'll give it a brush. Very much like a grandma 60s, 70s looking kind of thing. And then all I'll do is usually just grab my hands and kind of run through it like this to just break it all up. But the main thing you want to just make sure to do is just like, I curl it all back away from my face. So this side it's all going back, and then on this side it's all going back as well. So yeah, I'll just run my hands through it, get a little bit of smoothing serum if you've got fluffy, frizzy hair like me. And it's always a little bit more frizzy on the first day. Like when I first wash it, it usually comes up better like the second or third day. I generally only wash my hair once a week, as I usually advise all my Vivid clients. Once a week is good if you want to keep that color, once a week with cold water. So yeah, that's what we've got. I'm super happy with how those colors have come out. Thank you again to Arctic Fox. Ah, lovely. I feel like myself again. I might take a few cheeky selfies and put put it on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos. Bye for now.